Hey there everybody, welcome back. How you guys all doing today? So we are once again back on PV Rivers for FS25. And yeah, we are into September harvesting, so there's a little bit to get harvested. But primarily I want to get in and do some seeding at some point. So first things first, let me lower my phone down because it's rather loud. But how you guys all doing? How's it going, Andy the Farmer, Dead Soul, Green Thumb Farmer, and anybody else out there lurking? Welcome back. So yeah, so starting off, I'm going to be doing a little bit of harvesting. I've got some long grain rice to get harvested. I've already got a combine full. I'm actually going to run a test and see if using a base game harvester, combine harvester, breaks the sound in cab or out of cab. So primarily for me personally, I've noticed that whenever I'm out cab and I'm doing some harvesting, the game sound goes for me. It's freaking weird. So I want to see if it does the same in cab. So far I've gone 1, 2, 3 sides in a bit. Hey there, Shawnee, and thank you, Dead Soul, for the 15 stream streak. Much appreciated, buddy. Yeah, so far I've actually gotten quite a way around already, just doing the headland. Fingers crossed, no sound issues. One thing I did notice, though, is literally before I switched screens in OBS, obviously all my dashboard was nice and clear. I could read it nicely. As soon as I switched to game screen, yeah, it's all gone. And Mr. Shawnee is in there. We'll get you in just a sec. Oh, hang on. I went past the edge there. There we go. Oh, I missed a bit. Don't. I have to get that on the way back down. Let me give this to Shawnee quickly. So that's Mr. Shawnee up to 20. Hopefully his numbers are the same as mine, so yeah. Oh, jeez. Right then. Oh, there's another bit right there. What the heck? I'll get them. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll get them. I'll get them. There we go. Are you gonna unload that or what? Oh, you've turned yourself off. Gotcha. Right then. Let's do it this way instead. I wasn't gone that long. How rude. Yeah, so as you can see, all my displays are naff. What a surprise. But yeah, I've got the case combine harvester that I own out of the shed for this, and I just want to see whether I have the same sound issues as the modded version of the ideal that I've got and stuff like that. So we shall see. But yes, if you guys don't follow Mr. Green Thumb Farmer, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow, guys. Obviously, he's doing some interesting stuff over there on his stream yesterday. So definitely well worth checking him out. Let me just adjust my screen. There we go. There we go. Go. And I think we've got everything. Obviously, thanks for the mega fart there, Mr. Shawnee. Much appreciated. Andy the Farmer for the 3 stream streak. There you go. Would be more, but Twitch is being twitchy. Yeah. 20. Yes. Good. I'm glad we're on the same amount then. Right then, let's get this going again. So, so we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, so far, all of this field that I've done so far has been in-cab view. So it's more of a test to see whether or not the game sound breaks with just a combine in general, or if it's only when it's in a particular camera view. Yes, we'll see. If it carries on like this, I might have to just do a lot of in-cab harvesting from now on. Then again, I don't mind it, to be honest. The only thing it does bug me, obviously, when I'm streaming is, obviously, the displays there do go a little bit fuzzy. But it is what it is. But hopefully you guys all had a great weekend. In all honesty, didn't really do much myself. A little bit of grocery shopping on the week Saturday. That's about it. played a little bit, watched TV. We're watching through the Lord of the Rings at the minute trilogy. My daughter hasn't seen it yet, so we thought, why not get it, dust it off, get it, and yeah. And she seems to be enjoying it so far, so which is quite nice. Obviously, we've gone through The Hobbit. We're now obviously on to, well, we've just watched The Fellowship of the Ring, the first Lord of the Rings one. And obviously the next one is then going on to The Two Towers, and then obviously the final Return of the King. So yeah. But yeah, she definitely seems to be enjoying it so far. So actually, I'm going to get on the action too while I'm at it. Come on, into the middle. Come on, you know you want to. You know you need to. Dang it. Miles away. Absolutely miles away. But yes, just to remind you guys, if anybody wasn't out there watching Mr. Green Thumb Farmer yesterday. Hey, Farmer Marks, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Obviously, Green Thumb has done an update to his log trailer, I believe it is, that accepts containers. Obviously, it has higher capacities and stuff, so yeah, make sure to get those updates. And thank you very much for the 100 biddies there, Mr. Farmer Marks. And yeah, if you guys are not following Farmer Marks, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. He is back into Farm Sim 25 at the minute, so yes. Farmer Marks is going to be late. You want to? Okay, thank you for that, Mr. Green Thumb. Much appreciated. A little bit late, but actually, I'm going to come out, see if I can get this little bit on this edge here that I missed when I was turning around, and see if the game sounds breaks while we're out here. Hopefully not. Fingers crossed. There we go. So far, so good. That's good. There we go. Hey there, Rusty Nail. How you doing, buddy? That's fine. There. I know there's another bit further down there, but yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit once we're down there a little bit further. Right then. There we go. Lock that in. Let's change camera and go. But yes, thank you very much for that fart, Mr. Green Thumb Farmer. Much appreciated. You're doing good, Rusty. Glad to hear it. So yeah, we are in, obviously, as you can see, September. Obviously, we've got a lot of work to do. Hopefully, I'll be okay. So I've got these 2 fields of long grain rice to get harvested, first and foremost. Let's click over to the growth. So as you can see that they're ready. My grapes are now ready for this year. Oh, that's going to be fun. I just realised I've got 82 ready as well, which is spinach, but I'm actually going to plough that in. Actually, while I think about it, I think, yes, he is. I didn't get around to doing it the other day, so let's create a job. I'm just going to plough this all in because I really do not need any more spinach at the minute. I have over 2 million litres in storage right now. So, yeah, I think I could do without it for the minute. Jeez, yes. Yes, you heard it. 2 million litres of the stuff. Oh, I'm actually currently trying to transfer in between jobs. From my old storage to, obviously, Green Thumb Farmer's new storage. So, yes. The new building is going to be on Trello. I'm sure it will be Rusty Nell. That's wherever he posts it. So, yeah. Yes, Mr. Green Thumb is working on a few new things over there, which is kind of nice. A new type of buildable... It's kind of like the wagon builder, isn't it? But this one is going to be creating tractors. But yes, let's get this over here lined up again. And Farmer Marks, thank you very much for that 7-stream streak. Much appreciated, buddy. Here we go. Yes. Joy. Oh, heck. I really don't. I'm trying. One of the things I want to try and get into as well is not driving on the crops with my truck and trailer. Come on, back up, back up. There we go. So what I'm kind of trying to do is just back up, turn around, and then unload that way. You was on 36. Yes. It's kind of weird, Twitch is, isn't it? I, as far as I'm aware, all you guys seem to be here 24/7 whenever I am streaming. It's great. I love the support. You guys are absolutely amazing. But yeah, Twitch is strange how it does from time to time miss one or two. It's bonkers. But yeah, thank you very much for all of your continued support. Each and every one of you guys. You are amazing. And to be honest, I don't know why you keep coming back. I'm a terrible streamer, I really am. At the minute, I'm just playing. I really can't be bothered with modding. It's gotten that bad, it really is. There we go. There we are. There we go, there we go, there we go. But yes. Ooh, a sunfish. I haven't seen that one before. Might have done, actually. Maybe once before. But yeah, that's something I still need to look into, is obviously the fishing game there. I do want to see how to add in custom items into there. I'm not quite sure what yet. That's the thing. Maybe an alpaca teddy or something, if I can find a nice image or something. Or another thing I really quite like is obviously the evil minion. So maybe an evil minion you can catch. I don't know. There we go. I forgot how it was to turn this thing on there for a second. An Umbreon. Obviously, out of all the Pokemon, for some reason, I've just love Umbreon. The black, the yellow, or I think there's a purple version. Either. If I could find a nice little image, an icon to use, that'd be great. They could be a super rare or something. I don't know. A catch. But yeah, I have no idea how to do that. So I do need to look into figuring out how they are added. Heck, who knows? Because obviously I primarily play Farm Sim. I may even throw in some tractors. Maybe a John Deere tractor, chuck in there. Pull one of them guys out for lots and lots of coins. That would be an interesting one. I don't know. Maybe a case combine or something. I don't know. Not sure about the John Deere though, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, how is everybody doing, by the way? Hopefully you all had a great weekend. Mine was relaxing again, which was quite nice. Going out tomorrow, so it is what it is. But yeah, the weather, to be honest, at the minute over in the UK has not been the greatest. Lots of wind, lots of rain, so yeah, definitely want to stay indoors, that's for sure. Sort of weather. Actually, yeah, Saturday. That's what it was. I did go to the shop quickly to get a few bits and pieces, but primarily we actually went out for a walk. Obviously, one of my daughter's courses at the minute is to do with photography, which is interesting. She wants to get into that sort of thing, and yeah, we decided, or my wife and she decided that they wanted to go down the shore, take some pictures, stuff like that, for her coursework type thing, and yeah, it's going pretty well. She's got the same homework, I suppose, to do this week as the last week, where she's actually got to go out, take some photos, but this time she has to do, I think it's like 50 photos, where they're all set in a particular way. It's like, yeah, so she seems to understand a lot of it, so that's the main thing. So, ooh, Shawnee, that was very close. That was very, very close. But yes. Evening, Mr. Jers. How you doing, buddy? Evening, young man, really. Young man? I feel old. I really do feel old. But yeah, just to let you know, we are live once again, both on Twitch and on YouTube. Obviously, if you guys are not following me or subscribed to me over there, please do so. There we go. That's what we want. Thank you, Mr. Jers. We'll get you added. There we go. Another one. Bites the dust. But yes. Obviously, try and get those hours up. I've noticed the last couple of streams, both on Twitch and on YouTube, the numbers have dropped considerably by not playing Farm Sim. It's kind of crazy. You guys come out for Farm Sim. You're more crazy than I am and obsessed with the game. Doing good, thanks. Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad, thanks, Mr. Jers. Not too bad. Hey, Dead Soul over on YouTube. Welcome in, buddy. But yes. So for those who are playing Planet Crafter, I did go through my last stream on Planet Crafter and did a little short for the tutorial part of Planet Crafter to help any new players out. Let me just get this a little bit there. There we go. That'll help. So yeah, if anybody does need any help with those beginning parts, that is there available for you guys. Right. I can't do this. I cannot do this in cab. At this part. I just need to take a little smidgen off of here. There we go, I can do it now, okay. Let's just try to turn around without hitting that pump part. There we go, just couldn't do it, there we go. There we are, look at that, there we go, there we go, there we go. Cool. Actually, I'm going to need to get emptied out soon, but yeah, these two fields I think are going to do pretty well for yield. So just looking at the top, I'm already hitting like 116% in certain spots. So that's where the really green part is. I'm going to have a look at where it's slightly more green. It's going to be up here in a sec. 114... 96. Yes, as much as I love precision farming because it does help you yield at times, I wish the fields were all the same. I really do. Then we could get 120% all the time. Hey there, Mr. Jers over on YouTube as well. Welcome in, buddy. Yes, there we go. There we go. We got a couple of viewers over there. Yeah, I'm trying to get my view hours over there up a bit more. So yeah, I'm going to be focusing solely, for the minute anyway, on farming simulator. So yes, it seems you guys seem to like farming, PV rivers, stuff like that. So that's where I'm going to stick to. It's what I'm good at, I guess. There we go. Come on, back up, back up. Oh, where's my mouse gone? Oh, there we go. Weird. So yes. Joy, 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 fun, 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 fun. But yeah, Planet... Hey, Shawnee, over on YouTube. Thank you very much for tuning in over there as well. Yeah, I've got that little bit right there on the edge to get. But yeah, I kind of wish when I did place these two down that they were a little bit more equal. Or have this field a little bit longer and have this one coming right down to the bottom here. I may end up deleting them once they're harvested and see if I can make them a little bit bigger this year. We'll see. We shall definitely see. But yes, I am using some of the new Mercedes-Benz trucks, which I am liking. They're pretty good. I haven't quite dipped into getting any of the tractors yet because, in all honesty, they're not my style. They're really not my style tractor. Excuse me. But of interest, for those who do have the DLC for the Mercedes-Benz stuff, how many of you guys are actually using the tractors and trucks that come in there? And what's really random is I did get a couple of errors pop up a little while ago. I was up on, I think it was up near this corner, or one of these corners anyway, and for some weird reason I got a couple of Feared course line mat errors. Don't know what the heck that's about. Random, but there's also a smoke mat one there as well, so not sure if that's bounced off of one of those buildings there. It's weird. It really is weird. Something crazy has gone on with this game. Right, let's come into here because... Oh, that's a point. I wonder, did I... Oh, yes, I did. Okay, there's that active. Lower that. Sorry, I've been playing around with my wheels buttons. There we go. Get that onto there. Yeah, I've got a few key bindings now onto my wheel that I didn't have before. And there is one there for Mr. Shawnee and Mr. Dead Soul. Coolio. Let's get that added for Mr. Dead Soul. Mr. Shawnee and... Oh, who was that? Was that Mr. Jers again? My goodness gracious me. You guys go for it. Hey, Jezzy Murdoch. How you doing, bud? Evening to you and Andy the Farmer over on YouTube as well. Much appreciated for your support, guys, by the way. Much, much appreciated. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go, go. Let me get this lined up. I need to... Ooh. I did change... And another one. Andy the Farmer's in there as well. Okay, we'll get that going. Is Mr. Green Thumb there? No, he's miles away. The only person in there who didn't miss, or I should say, didn't hit the central part. And yes, Mr. Green Thumb. I don't know. Ooh, in that case, let's see how bad I get. Go on, go on. Oh, no. Go back. Oh, man. Oops. I'm not paying attention. Oh man! Oh well. See, now Mr. Green Thumb's no longer on his own. I'm also out there as well. This is the same spot as the last time, Green Thumb? Yeah, probably. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I need to set up a button for the hired helper or activate the line. I could use that one actually. Maybe. Or if I were to... Oh, let's see. Gonna have a little play. Still setting some of these things up. I should have done this ages ago, but yeah, I haven't. Right. Activate. So it's gonna be the H key I'm looking for. H key. Oh, where are you? AI, that one. Worker. So onto the wheel. Ooh, the B key. Which one the heck's the B key? No idea. Let's see. I want to do. Can I do those two together? That, yep, okay, let's save that combination. There we go, cruise control, see how long that lasts. There we go, fingers crossed. But yes, trying to get things mapped onto a wheel where you have limited buttons is not easy. It's really, really not. There we go. But it's interesting. We're now 24 minutes into the game. Obviously, I started this maybe 5-10 minutes before I was live. And the sound is still there. And obviously, for the most part, it's been in-cab view. So what I might do with that second field is do it with the camera view outside of cab and see if we still keep the sound or not. See, that is one of the big bugs for a lot of people still with the game. So we'll see whether or not it stays or see if it goes. But yes. And my Wi-Fi, yeah, my Wi-Fi is definitely playing up at the minute still. Okay, let's spin this around. There we go. Stop. Don't want to drive over the crop. Yes, what I should do, I've decided, what I should do is turn on crop destruction, I think. Because that would really make me have to slow down a bit and make sure it's still off the field. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, my phone's kicked back in. Interesting. Let me move you over to there instead. A sec. Let's see if that is any better for the signal. Yeah, I'm kind of now thinking I need to get a new internet provider. For the last month or so, the Wi-Fi in particular is just not behaving. I've reset the router multiple times and it just doesn't seem to be helping at all. It is crazy. So yeah, even right now I'm looking at my stream manager on my browser and it's buffering. It's weird, it never usually does that. It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to look into a new provider. I know there is one in the area that has quite a high upload and download, so might be looking into getting that sorted out. And yes, that was so close as well there, Mr. Farmer Marks, by the way. Yeah, but what's everyone up to at the minute, out of interest? Are you playing Farm Sim? Have you decided to go over to Satisfactory or Planet Crafter or something? I'm sure Mr. Green Thumb Farmer is probably working at the minute, so maybe on break, I don't know. I can't remember if what time was he said he started, so yeah. You are sadly working? Aw. Such a shame. There we go. Oh, let me lock that in. There we go. That's a working. Now, I just suddenly realised something, because obviously I do have enhanced vehicle on the same button. Oh dang, should I have gone with a different button then? Combination. Let's stop that there a second. Let's come into here. We're going to try something different instead. AI worker. That was fairly well done right there. Let's move you across. So we're going to be replacing that one with that button instead. Now I need to find that key. Where are you? Skip message box? Don't think it's that one. But we're going to delete that. Oh, it looks like I can't delete that one. Okay, no worries. It will be probably something near the top then. Let's see. That's that one. Open menu. Gamepad input cannot be used for this action. Ah, okay. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't want this to do this, that's the thing. Okay. I have to have a little play around with that. I will. Sorry about this, guys. So I can't use that then as an option, so let's delete you. I'm also trying to think something that would be quite easy for me to press at the same time. Now I'm using that one for that. If I did that one and that one together, maybe. Let's try that combination instead. We'll save that. Okay. Back. There we go. Ah, see, I'm still using that one. Hey there, Mamadou. How you doing, my dear? Welcome back in. Nope, that's not going to work. Hang on. Because obviously that's still activating the enhanced vehicle. So, so if we do change that to that and that, maybe combination, that'll work better actually. Save control. Yep, that works. Oh yes. Oh heck, we're full. Yes, if you guys are not following Mamadou, make sure to click on her link, sorry about that, and give her a follow. She is a great content creator. She is also playing on PV Rivers, but she also does some 7 Days to Die and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely check her out if you're not already. Here we go. Here we go, go. But yeah, how you doing there, Mamadou, by the way? Hopefully well. There we go. Oh, a little bit further. There we go. Right, so if I'm in cab... Okay, so if I line up with the header... Gotcha. Got it. There we go. And... Hey, there we go. Doing okay. It's cooking day today. Nice. What are you cooking? Oh, yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Go in cab view. Ah, well, I'll figure something out. Try to figure out which is the B key on this thing then. No idea. Oh, that sounds nice. Black-eyed peas and sausage cabbage roll soup and crawfish jambalaya. Ooh. Won't have to cook for a while after this, I bet. I bet. Now, do you tend to like batch cook and then like freeze stuff down for later? Because that's what I tend to do with like things like lasagnas. Whenever I make a lasagna, I'll do like a big tray of it and then freeze some of it down and usually have some the same day. Yeah, you do? Oh, cool. It's the best way to do it. It really is the best way of cooking, especially if you're only like yourself and one other person or even a couple of people. Yeah, makes life so much easier. But yeah, so it's primarily things like your lasagna that I do, cottage pie. Whenever I can be bothered making a cottage pie, I'll do one of them. So obviously you got your beef mince, your potato on top. The only thing I do find at times is the potato, the mashed potato on top, can go a little bit watery. It's annoying, it really is. Potatoes, in my opinion, are one of those crops that shouldn't really be frozen, even when it's cooked. And yet chips come out fine. Potato chips, or fries as you like to call them, things like that, they're fine. It's weird. Hey there, T Miller, how you doing, buddy? Oh, that one was miles away, but you are joining Mr. Green Thumb over on the right hand side there. And welcome in. If you guys are not following T Miller, make sure to click on the link, give him a follow. Welcome in, welcome in. Yeah, don't know if anybody's... I'm kind of having one of those days where I'm trying to think of things to say, but I'm struggling. Yeah. It is definitely one of those days. Yeah, welcome in there, T Miller. Welcome in. Oh, that's interesting. According to my Streamlab, I just looked across and it's now showing connection is excellent. So why does it keep buffering for me? Connection shows fine? It's weird. Really is weird. So there we go. Right then. So test number 1 complete. In-cab view with a base game harvester. Perfectly fine. Sound is still there. So we're going to carry on harvesting here. But this time I'm going to do out of cab view and see if we still have sound in a minute. Yes. See, now this is usually when the sound starts disappearing when I'm out of cab view. I don't know why. It's a really, really random thing. But anywho, let me see if I can get the AI helper to meet me down near the further end of the field. Let's see, we're coming to there. And Mamadou, obviously you're a little bit off. Hopefully that should reset soon. Let's grab you. Set destination. I'm going to pop him probably down here. Obviously, there is a 5-minute cooldown now set for Plinko, so you guys aren't constantly going down all the time. But yeah, looking at it at the minute, we currently have Mr. Dead Soul with the most drops in the center area there, closely followed by Mr. Shawnee. Farmer Marks is around about that point as well, so it's kind of good. We're getting quite a good group of low people getting in there and a high amount, so it's very even. It's going to be an interesting one when I come to do the Wheel of Torture, or Wheel of Plinko, I should say, at the end of the month. But yes. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just making a few notes for end of the month. So I'm kind of thinking, obviously I mentioned this before, so I want to break it down into maybe 3 separate spins. So the first spin will be anyone up to 5 within the area. The second spin, Yeah, up to 10. The third spin will be anyone over. Actually, should I do... No, I'll do 0 to 10. I'll do 11 to 20. And then anything over 20. And then whoever it lands on each of those 3 wheels, will then go into a third, or I should say a fourth, final spin. And then have those 3 people... Yeah, that would work. Will be the winner of the Steam gift card this month. And the fourth will be final 3. So yeah, that will work. That will work. I hope, anyway. I hope it'll work. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, looking at the numbers so far, there's a fairly good... It may change, though. It may change. I might do up to 10, then between 10 and 15... No. It's a weird one, because the numbers are not quite all equal. But we'll see how it goes. Anywho, let's get this field completed. We're going to do out of cab this time. But yeah, I've got grapes to get harvested as well at some point. Obviously, the field of spinach is being cleared out. I'm just ploughing that up, so that's fine. But yeah, I really want to get into the planting for this year. That's where the fun part's going to be. Also, I want to make sure I've got plenty of wheat, plenty of barley for next year. I'm not even worrying it yet on the canola, because I still have tons in storage, so that can be left out. But yeah, want to make sure I've got plenty of my grains. Oh, helps if I turn it on. Plenty of the grain crops in the ground before the end of this in-game month. And how you doing there, Mr. Vortex? Welcome in, buddy. Now, one of the things I was thinking about is maybe see if I can get an update for you guys, everyone who is playing for the end of this week onto the mod for the Switcher. Obviously, that will give you guys the new sawmills that have the container trigger added to them. In addition, it will also have the categorizer added to the map, which will give you guys a new category in here. Obviously, there'll be one there for vehicles and equipment that come with the map. So obviously, at the minute, the flatbed is the only thing in there. Maybe add the tanker as well. We'll see. Plinko is frozen, is it? Well, Vortex got one in there a minute ago. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be... What is with Plinko? It's meant to refresh itself. There you go, guys. Go for it again! Go, 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 go! I'm getting in there first, though. Oh, dang it, Mamadou beat me. But I went straight down. Yeah, that's what I get for being cheeky. So, yeah, obviously, with this next update, obviously, we're going to have, obviously, the PV mods tab now in here. Obviously, under the construction, each of these sections will now have their own PV mods stuff. So, there's going to be a building section, so this is going to be like silos and such. There's one for T Miller. Let me get that as well before I go any further. T Miller's up near the top. There you are. Got you added. Obviously, if you come on down and go to the back tab, is what I usually do. Also, we're going to have all your productions in here. Obviously, already the sawmill is in there. Obviously, this won't be available yet. I have gone through, I've got it all sorted, which is kind of nice. This is the little brewery, which will eventually be coming out, which is nice. I like that. I'm considering, because I know T. Miller was saying he is having a lot of issues with getting resin out of this. So far, I've not had many issues. Obviously, I do have 2 of these down, plus the one that's built in. So, yeah, maybe you just need to add an extra sawmill there, T. Miller. You saw red. Oh, yes, that's a point. Hang on a second. Mr. Don B here, the man, the myth, the legend, is in the zone as well. Let me get that. How you doing there, Mr. Don? Mr. Pickle and Tea are having a party. Yes, they are. It's a small mill in... Oh, okay, so... Okay, that's the map one. Can you do me a favour, T-Miller? Because obviously I know you're on Uncharted Valley. Can you go into the production menu and have a look at the icons in there? I might have misseen it the other day, but when you come into here, let me find the Elm Creek sawmill for a minute. So obviously, for me, they all look like this. For some reason, some of yours are showing up resin on a couple of these icons. Can you confirm that that is the case? Yeah, 2 of them. Okay. That is weird. For some, yeah, I'm guessing JD Fan has probably set up the sawmill to the icon going to the wrong HUD image then. May have to look into that and see if we can get that fixed for you guys, eh? But yeah, obviously there's got to be a whole selection of tabs being added, or categories, should say, for the next update. Obviously, initially there's probably not going to be much in there. It's just more to get it in there ready so that Mr. Dave, when he does come back to Farming Simulator and making maps, you'll be able to have your factories all in one area. Now, one of the things I was kind of considering is maybe making a start on updating some and adding them into the categorizer. To be honest, I could get all of them done by the end of the week. Quite easy for you guys. So it's entirely up to you. What do you guys want? Would you like to have all of the factories in one area? Or as in a PV mods category area? Or are you fine with them where they currently are? Obviously, currently there is, what, 69 items, roughly, in the mod pack to go through. Now, so obviously, things like, for example, Team Miller's productions, I might leave them for the minute because he may have something coming to you guys very soon. But yeah, all those other ones that are non-T Miller ones could be moved into their own PV category. The lift bridges could be left out. Did I set one up for sell points? Well, that's a good question. So that's another thing as well I need to look into. See if there is a way of having multiples in their own category. So like, for instance, silos have their up. So for example, if there's any PV silos, have a PV silo category. One for silo extensions, one for farmhouses, one for tools. I don't know if that'd be going a little bit too into it. I might leave that as it is. But yeah, sell point. What the heck's the sell points? That's under here, isn't it? So yeah, could look into getting these moved into a sell point category. So you, if you did want to put additional ones down, You could. Also, I could also go in and make them hide in here. But yeah, obviously, it's literally what the community wants. For you guys who are playing, when finding a factory, what is easier for you to go to a PV category where you know they'll all be there, or going into the general productions category and finding them there and having to try and figure out which one's which one is part of the map, what's not part of the map, that sort of thing. And yeah, I think at the minute, to be honest, the big reason that he is obviously playing other games is right now there is not a lot in FS25 that's giving him enough of a, oh yes, I've got to get in and play it. For example, obviously right now we can't really do the buildables the way we want them to be done. So without the revamp mod being released, yeah, I can't really do too much. So maybe if the revamp comes out in the next couple of months, he may come back. I really hope so, because I miss Mr. Davis maps. This is a fine map. I like it. It's given me a fair few hundred hours of gameplay. But yeah, maybe something a little bit new, a little bit different. Obviously, get those buildables in. That would be lovely again. Buildable factories, that is fun. I love them. Here we go. And obviously Mr. Farmer Marks would love to have the categorizer. I like PV Productions in their own category, so that's 2. I would like the PV Tanker. I would like to have the PV category for Mr. Rusnell. Okay, so what was that? 1, 2, 3... To be honest, I kind of like it being there. So, yes, T Miller, there you go again. You're missing again. To be honest, a lot of people are missing right now, so it's not just you. So, okay, so what I might do then, over the coming days, I will make a start on the mod pack, get them added. Really, you didn't even... It might be your icon. Maybe make sure you got a nice space between Plinko and the icon, because so far everybody else seems to be doing okay. Yeah, so what I'll do is make a start on the mod pack, see if we can get that updated so everything's within the categorizer. Whilst I'm at it as well, with the... Let's think, what else was it? The paper factory that's pre-placed by the sawmill. Would you guys want a container trigger added to that as well, if the container can go underneath to unload logs into it? Have you seen the new mods today yet? No, I don't think so, Shawnee. Why? The hat... Oh, that one. Yeah, I did see it. I don't know what the heck it's all about, though. Hat attitude. Is that like a hat making factory or something, from the sounds of it? Yeah. Interesting. Now, can you take those hats and put them on your head? That would be nice. It was getting crowded on the other side. Oh, well done, Green Thumb. Yes, I can tell. There is a space. That is weird. That is very, very weird there, Mr. T. Miller. Maybe just try doing just Plinko on its own, like everybody else. Yeah, 5 different kinds of hats. Okay. Yeah. Now the thing is, with the pallets that come out, are they just standard box-sized pallets with boxes on them, or have they actually created hats that are spawning out on the pallets, as it were, within the box type thing? That's the thing. So now, it'd be more of an ooh if they actually had hats coming out in the boxes, for example. But yeah, I can't see that happening, to be honest. But actually, out of interest, I should really have a better look at what's going on out there, shouldn't I? Mod-wise, a manure crane. Okay. But a special dairy. I was really interested. The modern house that came out today by Ikes, whatever you want to pronounce them. That doesn't look too bad. But in all honesty, yeah, not really interested in a lot of the stuff there. Chap text hat, fabric hat, felt hat, a haze text. Okay. Yeah, see, all they've done is they've taken like the oh, is that the butter box? And changed that up the same as what I've done in the past. What a shame. See, now if they had like a see-through box that had a visual of a hat inside there, that would be kind of cool. To be honest, there's a few palettes I want to maybe redo in the future. For example, the orchard palettes, I would love to redo them so they're actual, maybe like a wooden crate palette itself, where it has apples in there, or pears, or whatever it might be, proper fruits showing, rather than just being a box with a image of an apple on the side, as it were. But yeah, that is something I would love to have. Same hat, just different color. Yeah, well, it looks like there's actually a couple of different style hats there. But yeah, they've just changed the color depending on what they really use. So yeah, or use that big plastic bin that's in the game. Yeah, the grape, is that the grape palette? I think it is, isn't it? That one. Yeah, you could use that. Might actually look into that at some point. Because, yeah, so obviously previous years for the orchards, the placeable orchards, like these ones we've got at the minute, we've always just had like the fillable palette. Obviously this time around, for some reason, I couldn't get them working personally. I don't know why. But yeah, hence why I went with grabbing another palette, changing the visuals, and doing it that way. Fruits and veg are in closed boxes. Are they really? Obviously, if you go to the farm, they're actually being taken off the farm in usually either big trailers or in bins, as it were, plastic bins and such. But yeah, I just think it would be kind of nice. Oh, see, the worst thing is I don't know if I've got any to spawn out. But it's kind of like the greenhouses. You know how each of them has their own type of palette, don't they? So the cucumbers, they're in like a carton palette, as it were, that's stacked up. Stuff like that. That's the sort of thing I would love to be able to change for like the apples and all that, the orchard stuff primarily. But yeah, obviously that's a carton, cardboard carton box with a fill plate, if I remember rightly, with the visuals of what's inside it. So, but something like that would be kind of nice. But for the apples and so on, have pineapples on the side, where you can see like the actual top, the crown of it as well there. I think it'd be kind of cool. Custom palettes. More customized palette, should say. Nope, that's not one. I want that one. There we go. That's better. B. I don't like their fillable. Yeah, yeah, the fillable pallets are a nightmare. Obviously, that was one of the big issues in 22 with the nail pallets. Obviously, when you're driving around, it really does nerf your frame rates. So yeah. Yes, indeed. Well, we don't have apples, oranges, cherries, etc. farms here, just grapes, pecans, pumpkins. Obviously, yeah, so for example, the pumpkins, they're usually on a pallet, I'd imagine, same as what we have here in autumn, especially a pallet, and it has like a big, huge cardboard box, as it were, and all the pumpkins put into that, maybe? I don't know if you guys have the same over there. Oh yes, a Farmer Mark's party. My bad. Let me get that. Hang on. But yeah, that's the sort of... See, that's what I would love. Just customized pallets rather than what they are at the minute. Make them more realistic, I suppose. I've thought about it a few times doing it, to be honest, going through and doing that, so yeah. I like the nail palette I found in the steel factory. The old one or the new one? Because I know the old one was just a fillable palette. Because obviously nails was a bulk product. But yeah, this time around, for some reason, I could not get it to work. And to be honest, I don't like those bloody pallets. I really don't. I really don't. Okay, so yeah, that's why I replaced it with the new one, yeah. Okay, that's fine then. Yes. Yeah, obviously the new one should be a lot better for frame rates, I would have thought. Yeah, because obviously... Oh, where is it? The old palette was... kind of like this sort of palette, wasn't it? Obviously, imagine having a couple of hundred of them on the back of a trailer. And I know that Darius did this on one of his streams in 22. He had like 150 odd of these on a back of a trailer, and the frame rates he lost was ridiculous. He could barely move. It was crazy. Hence why I went to the new palette style. But actually, I kind of like that. See, I could see something like that, for example, with like your pumpkins and stuff like that being in. Might have to have a look into some of these. I wonder if we can get some visuals of pineapples, apples, stuff like that. See, I suppose with that one, for example, if it was to do with apples or pears, a one way around is to create a cube on the inside with a texture of apples, so it's visually looking like it's apples. That might work, and I'd kind of like that. Carl, you guys really do like breaking things today, don't yous? Yep, the fishing game's broken as well. Well, it's not really pumpkins we want, or I certainly don't anyway. But things like pineapple, an apple model, bananas, stuff like that. The stuff that we've got in the orchards at the minute, that would be kind of cool. Plus, the only other thing I was thinking of is if we were going to do an update to like the visuals or the palettes, we could go in and add in lemons as well. Maybe as an extra orchard crop. That might work, because I know a few people have got or have asked for lemons to be added. So yeah, obviously it could be just a start. Yeah, obviously a pumpkin is a similar shape as a apple. Could shrink it down a bit, make it a bit more smoother than a pumpkin. So there you go. But yeah. But ultimately, we could always just have a box on the inside of that palette, for example, with a visual for all of the apples, as it were, in there, or pineapples, whatever it might be, instead. Oh, I got the hiccups. It's not good. But yes. This week, yeah. But yeah, this week I will focus on getting the factories into the PV category for you guys. Hopefully then by Friday, they will all be... Hopefully actually by Wednesday stream, they should all be done. I can show that off. And thank you very much, Mr. Jers, for the pipe falling in. Unfortunately, you missed it. But yeah, obviously, that's what I was going to do, is restart the fishing game. So let me close that down. Let me find this a sec. Lurk bait. Play. So far, we got up to 7 out of 9 achievements on Lurk bait. Wow. Impressive. But let's minimize you. 1 sec. Close this. I wish they could sort that out, but they are... You should now be good to go on the fishing. I don't know if I'm... It doesn't look like Plinko is behaving itself, so let's refresh that as well, just so they're all reset. Well, Mr. Shawnee got in fine, and oh no, oh dang it! There we go. Come on, is anybody going to end up in the zone this time? Come on, guys, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You know you can. But yeah, it's just a thought about the pineapples in that big crate. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know if I'd want individual pineapples. I'd probably look more at... There we go, T. Miller, you made it. Well done. But yeah, I'd look more into like a fill plane, as it were, going around it. I don't know how it's even set up, to be honest, but yeah. There we go. Actually, how does it work with the carrots and stuff? Because that would be the easiest option. You now have, Mr. Miller, 10. You're up to 10. Alright. Let's see. Objects. Bales, big bags, consumables, inline pallets. Ooh, shipping containers. No, we're not going to do containers for the orchard stuff yet. What would that be? Preserve? Nope. Prefab wall. Rice. Where's grape? FGGR. Grape juice palette. Grape palette. Yeah, I could see potentially using like the grape palette. Obviously, I've used that as a visual in was it the hops little production there. And what was the other one? Cranberry, maybe? Can't remember. But yeah, I've used that palette a few times. We'll see. We'll leave it for the minute. Maybe something to look into in the future. How many does Mr. Jurors 53 have? I have you down for 5 already, Mr. Jurors, and obviously we do have. We're only halfway through the month, so yeah, a little bit more to go. Mr. Rusty Nail, I can confirm you have 14 drops within the drop zone. So yes, so you're close there. You're close, just a couple of short. Potentially, T. Miller. We will see. We will see. Pievs, how you doing, buddy? And straight in, and look at that. He's got right in the zone. Well done, buddy. Well done. Let me get you added. So Pievs. Pievs. 1. There we go. Added to the list. Cool, 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 cool. But yes. Halfway through, and oh my goodness, there's so many already. Over 20. This is crazy. 1, 2. 2 for definite. 1 is getting very, very close. Let's put it that way. So, yes. That way I can add the 8th August pie to the pie factory, making it complete. Yes. That was one of the... Actually, it's not just you. There's been a couple of people asking if lemons are going to be added. So, we'll see. Yes, exactly. You need only 1 to win. Exactly, team of there. But yeah, there's a lot of people in already. I'm looking at around about 30 people in already, so it's going to be a definite fun one for sure. Wow. There we go. What if I can get this whole 2 fields in here? 250,000, so yeah, I would have thought so. But yeah, obviously I need to look into where rice is going to, or is currently needed, which I might look into when I turn around in just a second. Actually, he doesn't win everything, because he Dead Soul has 1 as well, so yep, not just him. Oh. Bleshes. Mr. Neon, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in, bud. Welcome in. But yeah, we'll turn around and then we'll take a little look at all the productions to see what needs rice. Definitely the grain mill will probably need some. But what else takes grain? A rice, long grain rice. The preserve factory. Is it a preserve factory? Does that take it? I can't remember. Well, see, that's one of Giant, so I don't know. I think so. I think it's for like the sushi and stuff, isn't it? Neon just landed on his head. He did. He did. He did. Right then, let's have a little look, and we'll save again. Oh. Ba 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 ba. Let's see. Okay, so not the glue factory. I doubt you do, but I do need to get some. Yeah, that's another thing I want to look into as well. I haven't noticed things like pineapple there's a couple of the other Orchard products that seem to be quite slow at producing, or it's either they're very slow or they're being used up very, very quickly. So I might look into tweaking a couple of things. But yeah, I don't want to do too much messing around over there. One of the other things I do need to do is sort out these guys, because I am just not getting products over here. So I might actually delete a couple of these. Actually, I could actually deactivate them, to be honest. Deactivate, deactivate. So we're just going into one for the minute. We'll keep one active for now. The board game, that's run out of carton roll. But that doesn't need long grain rice. Another thing as well, oh, board and dairy. I'm thinking, should I, while I'm going through, should I change milk for milk cartons instead? So obviously, let's see, buffalo milk bottled. Do we have it in here? Goat milk bottled. Okay, so, oh, what are you whinging about, thinking about it? Oh yeah, milk bottled. I mean, so would you guys prefer having your milk come to board and dairy to be bottled up and then taken to the next factory, instead of just having the milk going straight from the pen to the other factories? Obviously, I know Green Thumb's mentioned it a couple times in his stream, where he's had to turn bottled milks back into the milk product. So, see, that's another thing I'm kind of umming and ahhing about. Should we switch them over to bottled milk to be able to utilize that a little bit better? Obviously, I know Green Thumb would say yes. Obviously, now the only problem with that is, one thing I will say is, if I changed it over from milk to bottled milk, it would, for the first load up after the update, throw a few warnings for field types in those particular factories. So that is one thing to remember. Oh, heck. I'm glad that's there. Otherwise, I would have been halfway down the way there on the other field. See, that's the thing. I have no problems changing over. It's a quick edit, to be honest. So, yeah. You want the bottled milk as well there, Rusty Nail? Obviously, Green Thumb Farmer wants it. I don't mind it. I'm not bothered. Hey there. Add onion. Well, when they add onions, can you do sour cream and onion dip as a new product? To be honest, we've got onions already in here, Rusty Nail. They're in the greenhouses. Technically the spring onion. Which would probably be used more in dips, so so yeah. But yeah, we could technically add a dip in of some kind. I'm not quite sure where, but yeah, we could add it in. Obviously, don't know how, obviously the thing is, there's so many products out there. We could quite easily add into the map, or any map. The problem is there'd be so many products being added that, yeah, you may not have enough product to go in and create that stuff. So there is a limit. And obviously that is one thing that Dave has mentioned multiple times in the past. Yeah. But yeah, personally, if it was me, I would go more for a ice cream factory. I would love an ice cream factory, and I do believe there's one already out there. But I think ice cream would be quite nice out there. So yeah, that was Shawnee. Yes, I'm actually jumping between different comments here, so trying to answer them. So I do apologise. And Mr. Jers is in the zone. Let me get that added. So that's number 6 for Mr. Jers now. There we go. But yes. 0 to 10. 11 to 20. Yeah, over 20. Yeah, I think we can go with that. It's going to be quite a nice mix. Cows are so slow at making milk in 25. Yeah. They are, aren't they? Saying that, I haven't, because obviously I've got a modified cow pen, let's put it this way. And the capacity for the milk in particulars have been increased quite a bit. The slurry, the feed, to be honest, all of it's been increased. And I haven't been over to my cows in a few months. I went over there yesterday. I had like 350,000 litres of milk. I haven't really looked at the buffalo milk yet, but I do know that that was getting quite full as well. So, yeah, leave it a few months, then do like a mass production, and go from there. Yeah. All right, Steve Miller, catch you later, bud. Thanks for popping in, much appreciated. But yeah, we will have to wait and see regarding additional products being added. That is the thing. And before I go any further, let's give Mr. T. Miller a shout out as he is heading out to work. If you guys are not following him, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow over on Twitch. And yes, you may be surprised to see some of the stuff that he is doing over there. Right then, let's go back just quickly. What did T-Miller say? So he said an ice cream and cheese factory that takes buffalo milk, but the August pie factory will take bottled milk. Okay. Yeah. I'll have to have a look as well at what is currently taking milk. See, the worst thing is I converted all the stuff. I know roughly most of the factories, what they take. But yeah, it's so many in here. It's terrible. It really is. Oh, that's what I was going to look at. I might be okay. Let's have a look. So, if we come into here, so let me make a note of this. I need another bit of paper, really. Let's go with that one. I need to keep that one nearby because that's the Plinko numbers. So change milk to bottled milk in factories, and obviously change them so they're now in their own category. Add to PV category. There we go. Yes, I've got to figure out which ones take that. Obviously, I'm not going to touch T-Miller's stuff, okay? Just so you guys are aware, it's going to be everything else within the pack that I'll be editing. Obviously, T-Miller may or may not have his own coming out very soon. Oh, heck. Barley, sorghum, and wheat. Oh. This is what I need to focus on as well, my factories. Some of them just keep shutting down. Brewery needs barley, wheat, and sorghum. 150 of each. Cool, I can do that. I knew something was missing from there the other day. Because I thought, well, hang on, I don't seem to be getting anything coming out of this. What's going on? But I never actually got around to looking at it. Been playing Planet Crafter for far too long. Yeah, oh, you got it there, Farmer Andy. Yeah, Plinko, not Plinkai. Oh yeah, that's what I was looking at. Rice. That's what I was going to look at. Right, where does long grain rice go? Obviously, this is one of the crops that is not a high yield, so Can you use it a little bit more sparingly, I find. I don't know about anybody else. Alright, Mr. Jers, catch you later, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Obviously, I will be streaming same time as last week on Friday. If that made sense, not at all. But yeah, obviously, I'll be streaming for Wednesday, as it were. Slightly the new hour, should we say. Oops, crap. Yes. Rice, baby. That's what I was going to look at. So, Campbell's. Does that take rice at all? Ooh, I have flour in here. Got a lot of everything else. Spring onion. It's a little bit low, but no rice. Okay. Candle soap. Nope. Charcoal. Nope. Rice. Trying to think where it takes rice now. Obviously, the flour factory. Definitely, I'm gonna put some into there. That's 500. I don't want to put all of it into there. I have interest as Team Millers. Let's go spring. Okay, no. I'm sure there was another one. What was it? Was it the Preserve Factory? So I'd rather focus on getting some of the other factories back up and running. Because look, this is terrible. Obviously, I've got corn and soybeans still to be harvested. So I can get that into here at some point. What's missing from there? Nails. What? I'm going to have to look into that. Nails. Yes, it's not good. Things are starting to shut down. Cucumber and mint. Why am I not getting any cucumber, mint, and pineapple? See, this is another thing as well. Obviously, some of these are obviously the strawberries, for example, or base game strawberries. But I'm not getting enough. I need more. Do I need to put another greenhouse down of each? I have no idea. I've got, what, 4? I think it is 3 or 4 of each already. It's like crazy. What am I looking for? Oh, yeah, long grain rice. Not there. That is... Ooh. I do have everything there now, so you can go. I'm going to change that as well, because I do want that to distribute over to Bowers. That's good, finally. What's that been missing? Bacon, probably. Yep, there we go. Cool. Right, so not the greenhouses. Rice, not the McCain's for definite. See, we could put... Oh, I've got a little bit of rice in there, making oil. I don't know why, but there is. Maybe I had a little bit left over. Oh, that's what it was. The other day, when I was clearing out the silo, I had a little bit of rice left over. And I threw it in there. I've turned you off for the minute because I want to get more products into there. I need to get more of the greenhouse products going again. But yeah, this is what I was thinking. If I can get a container to go under the paper factory, would you be interested in that as well? To be updated with the container trigger? That would be on you guys. Obviously, I'm fine with loose logs at the minute. Preserve. Obviously, Rusty Nail's going to say yes to everything. Yeah, we can put some into there. I might have to split it between the two, because I'm not seeing much. Soy drink, soup factory. Nope. Oh, I could get some potatoes and that into there. They are full. Nails are active, but distributing, and why is my gold bars full? Is my truck full? I may have to go through and sell some gold in a minute, actually. Tobacco, vinegar, nope. Vodka doesn't take rice. Okay, so we've only got a couple of factories that take rice. So we've got the soup, no, not the soup factory, the preserve factory. And the bigger flour mill. Maybe half a trailer in each. That will work. Yeah, for all of you guys? Okay. Actually, what I might just do in a second, once I've got this last little bit of the field harvested, what we'll do is we'll grab a trailer, we'll grab a container, we'll do a quick test to see if we can actually get underneath and into the paper factory. Obviously, I don't want to add the trigger in if it's not going to go under there. That's the thing. Obviously, the other option would be to add a second one, maybe offset it, so you unload in a different spot, so you don't have to go under that archway, because that is the issue. Obviously, let's see. So now the thing is, will Mr. T. Miller update his as well to have a container trigger? See, if I really wanted to, I could go crazy. I could add a trigger into there for containers. Obviously, that's the carpenters. Also, we've already got the 2 sawmills for the map sorted out. But looking at that, let me just see if I can pan down a fraction. It's going to be tight. Might be able to get up so far before colliding with this overhead part. Oh, and another thing as well. We did figure out the issue with the spruces. Mr. Green Thumb figured it out, actually. Obviously, in the XML, there is a variant stage for the spruces that he had added without removing. So, obviously, I've gone in to the map. I've already removed those variants, and so far my trees seem to have reset to their fully grown stage, which is kind of nice. That's what I wanted before. I did run it through to about a year, actually, and I was watching some of the spruce saplings that I've got planted on the other side of the map. Now, one issue is, I don't know if it was because of increasing the speed, but none of them seem to grow, which is it could be put down to just going too quickly within the game. But yeah, the spruces are at least stopping at that stage where I want them to be. So yay! So the spruces had 6 stages, so it should have stopped after it got to the last stage. Yeah, that's basically what should happen. It should stop at the last stage. But obviously, as you had those stage, the variant 2 in there as well, it was basically then resetting it to the lower tree sapling and then growing again. I'm guessing once it got to the variant 2 biggest tree, it should have stopped there or something like that. So yeah, spruce 1 had 3 stages, spruce 2 had 3. Yeah, something like that. So yeah, obviously if we come into here, construction, so whatever they show in here, for example, should be where they are. So yeah, obviously that's where they reset to, that stage. Obviously that's the middle stage. Then it should have stopped here, but it didn't, because obviously in here we do have the 3 variant 2 stages, so it's then carrying on to this stage, then I'm guessing it would have gone up to that stage and then stops at this stage. Now I haven't looked at the variant 2 stage for the saplings, so yeah. But yes, it should. Yeah, I'm guessing if it carried on, yeah, it should have stopped it there because obviously, yeah. But yeah, so far mine have stopped where they should have stopped, which I am happy with, which will allow me then to be able to use them in the future at some point for the sawmills. But yes, oh, that's the point. Did you have a variant 2 sapling sap as well? Because usually you have one for the variant 1 and one for variant 2. Might have to look in and check that for the saplings. Right, VB. Oh. Yeah, that's all it was. You sure both are there? Okay. Yeah, before I do release the update, what I'll just make sure is I'll go into the map and just double check both the spruces there then. It is all part of the XML, okay. Okie dokie. If you're happy, I'm happy. Right then, so that is all of the rice now. Long grain rice harvested, which is good. Just waiting for this to finally unload this last little bit, and we're almost at 250,000 litres almost. So what's that? 238,000 litres. That's not bad. I like that. So we can leave this good dude right here. He is fine right there. So yeah, what I want to do, if I can, and the nice thing is, I don't know if you guys are getting it, but the sound is still in the game. It hasn't been broken, which is yay. So that's good. Obviously, that's using the base game Harvested. Now, obviously, the next test would be doing the same thing again with a modified Harvested and see if that works or not. I don't know. It's weird. It really is weird. The game has some funky bugs. I think we're only 2 planting trees. Yeah, that's true. To be honest, I do like planting trees, especially the spruces, because obviously by the time I need those spruces, obviously I could clear out a fair few of the other trees before I get there. So yeah, I don't mind the 9-month wait, whatever it might be, 19, 18, 19 month. It's fine. I don't mind that. But yeah, that's where setting them up, where you have one becoming ready, whereas maybe you have 2 or 3 other areas set up that are getting to the right stages type thing. So some could just be planted. Then one stage would be stage 1, one would be stage 2, one would be ready to harvest type thing. That is kind of cool. Anywho, enough of that, but yeah. Yes, anywho. Oh, that's another thing as well. I want to see how this is doing. I did drop off some bits and pieces the other day, some beams and stuff. Oh, man. Really? Okay. Because Giants has an issue, I'm going to cheat this one in. It's 1. It's like 1. What did I want? I want wood beam and plank. I got a feeling this is actually the last stage, so if it's not, I will delete them. Don't worry. So wood beam and planks long. Wood beam, planks long. Oh, wrong one. Oh. Wood beam, 1 pallet. And plank long. It's really annoying. I wish Giants would figure out a way so pallets don't lose like a 1 liter or whatever it is. I don't know. Plank long, plank long, plank long. Now, obviously, if there is another stage after this, I will go over to the sawmill, or if I've got any in storage, I will delete 1 pallet of each. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to cheat that much. Plank long. There. Let's see if it kicks in. Yep, there we go. Yay! You've seen it live on the stream. My grain elevator museum is finally complete. Look at that pretty thing. Oh, let's go in and see if we can get inside and check out a complete place. Oh, got a door that works. Nice. We got that door that opens. Okay, I'm not worried about that. But also we do have a few things you may recognize from around the map. Obviously, I've got all the collectibles now officially collected in here. It is a UAL limitation with the dimensional point. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Right then, so... Yep. Actually, this is probably the first time I've actually seen this fully complete. Now, one of the things is... Imagine if somebody created one that actually allows you to unload and load grains into it. That would be kind of cool. Ooh, hello. But yes, Mamadou is having a little party on her own there. Some of you guys need to get in there and check it, join her, I think. Now, I'm sure I've got a Mamadou in here somewhere on my list. Mamadou, up near the top. There she is. Mamadou is now up to 12, which is quite nice. Righty, so we have a little wheelbarrow thing right there. Okay, what's in here? See, now this... Something is missing right here. I just noticed. I think there's like a desk or something. This should be here. See, I'd almost say that desk, but no. I think this is meant to be another desk or a table here. A counter, yeah. There's definitely something missing from there in the build. Oh well, that is what it is. But for now, we're going to have some bits floating. Maybe something to look into in the future to get sorted out. But nice, we got a little shaker there. A shovel. We got a... Not quite sure what that is. Is that a piano or something? I have no idea. But we got a bucket. We got a sieve. A very old... Actually, my dad used to have a few of these sieves. Interested. Didn't look quite like that. It was a little bit flatter on the back, but oh, okay. See, that I'm not quite sure of. Maybe a seed shaker of some kind? Not quite sure. You've got a rake in here. Was that a bale rake or something? I'm not quite sure, but you got a door there. Don't know what's under here. See, this is another thing as well. Needs a little bit of attention. We've got grass growing inside. But here's a slightly bigger shaker. A little water pump, maybe. I'm not quite sure. I'm not very good with these old objects. The only old object I know is myself. Okay, we're back outside. Oh, what's there? Hello? Oh, hello. Oh, we got no collision there. Interesting. Oh, okay. Yes, we do. I don't know, but out of interest, how many... Oh, see, that's another thing as well. Look at that. So this is actually a... Is it like a chalkboard? I suppose you call it. Half of that's not quite in the right place. Weird. But anyway, I don't know if that's just where it's been imported. Maybe it needed a little bit of adjustment when it came in. But it isn't. There seems to be a lot of these little shakers. I'm not quite sure what they're all for, but okay. Okay, we can come out here. That looks kind of cool. There's a lot of doors in this place, I'll say that. Okay, we can't get into that one. There's a hidden room in there. What's in there? And... Okay. I like it. But yeah, I've finally got it. But yeah. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh yeah. Well done, Giants. Well done. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm not quite sure if that's part of it. I'm guessing so, but look, that's floating as well. Oh well, but I'm happy. I have the Grain Elevator Museum officially complete. So I'm happy with that. This is going to be my next project to see if I can get at least one of the wagons completed. Can I come and finish yours? Hey, just got to keep putting products into there. I've actually probably got some stuff in there that, yeah, I might have overdone it. But yeah, that's going to be my next project, is getting a wagon sorted out. So I've got, so that's not bad. I've got, obviously, Green Thumb Farmers roller coaster now built. That took a little while. I've now got the grain elevator completed. I'm happy. Sorry, I had a sneeze there. I do apologise. I've got going by. Yeah, so do I, to be honest. But yeah, the last couple of, well, yeah, the last few months really is really. I thought, okay, I need to get in. I need to make sure to get stuff in there. What does it need? And yeah, I'll go over there. I'll see what it needs, and then I'll forget and go off and do something else. So yeah, you play with them. Yeah, it's one of those play by themselves piano. Oh, okay. Fair enough. But I thought it usually has keys on there, though, as well. Sorry, just going back to it. I don't know. But obviously, oh, that's another thing as well. Ooh, I didn't even think about that. Obviously, Giants themselves have a piano production, don't they? That might be something to put down at some point. It's in 25 as well. Obviously, it came in with the Polish map. Yeah, I'm sure. It may only be on a specific maps, but I'm pretty sure that it's in here. Let's have a look. Factories. It's a big yellow thing, I'm sure. I don't know if it'd be on here, but yeah, it could be added into the mod pack or the map itself. Yeah, if I remember rightly, it's like a small yellowish building, which came in on the premium DLC. Or it'll be under the sell points. Is under sell points, is it, Olsen? Hey, how you doing, by the way? That makes sense, because, yeah. Yeah, there we go. The piano manufacturer. Right there. Obviously, you add your products into that. Okay, it works in the same way as the grain elevator, I guess. But yeah, I never even got around to doing this in 22, so I may have to add that in. Oh, that's why I recognise that building. So there's a mod that's been released, was it today? And I was thinking, I recognise the building that they're using. It's right there. What other ones have they got in here out of interest? We've got a farmer's market just there. Okay. We got the big farm kiosk. This is another thing I have not used yet, is these little kiosks. See, now wouldn't it be nice to be able to utilize them a little bit more? But the capacities on them are ridiculous. Doing good, just playing some Judith Plains. Nice. A lot of people are playing that map at the minute. Also, I know Mr. Darius Frost, he's been streaming it. And he seems to be enjoying the map, so that's good. And it's good to see some of the guys coming back to Farm Sim. It is nice, for definite. Oh, somebody's got a car. And yeah, this is what I want, isn't it? It's Preserve Factory. There we go. So I want at least half of this in here. The rest is going to go into the flour mill. So 50%. But yeah, that'd be fine. A little bit more than 50, but okay. That's fine. Here we go. But yes. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, I'm not doing too bad there, Austin. It's good to see you again. There we go. One thing I will say is I am liking the the Mercedes-Benz trucks. That, I think, was one of the nicest DLC so far. Just for these trucks that I'm in right now. It was worth it. If it was just the tractors, I doubt I would have actually purchased it. But because it came with some decent trucks in there, yeah, I am happy with it. Now, one of the things I am still looking at is looking for a better hook lift container to go with them. The IT truck ones are not bad. The only problem is they are overhanging too much. There's another IT container pack out there that are too small. So it needs something that's maybe in the middle. I did find one that was released, I think it was last week on the Mod Hub. So I think I might have added it actually. I need to check to see whether it's a better fit on the trucks. If it is, I can then edit the capacities. Haha. So yeah, actually, yeah. If I added it, I'll have to look in a minute. And one thing I will say is, obviously, I like to run the dual trailers system, and this thing does not struggle that much going up hills with full trailers. And I actually tested it with base game ones, and it barely lost any speed going up a hill compared to a lot of these other trucks. Yeah, it's a good truck is all I can say. Right, did mine come down? Oh, it did. Okay, I see it. How we doing? We've got, we'll give you guys a little one more try before the end of the stream. So Plinko is now being refreshed, so if you guys want to jump in, you're more than welcome to. Let's see if anybody else can get in to the zone. Exclamation mark Plinko in chat. Also, if you do a space and shove a emote in there, you might get something special coming down. There we go. A little bit more there, but more. There we go. Has anyone made a container frame trailer? Has anyone made a container frame trailer like you would see going from port to a factory instead of using a flatbed trailer? Not that I'm aware of. Two Wolf Designs. I do know that obviously Green Thumb Farmer did make an edit to where are you? Be this trailer. Obviously, Green Thumb has a edited version of this with edited containers to go with it. Okay, with higher capacities. The one that he's done, he's added a hitch onto the back so you can have multiples linked together. Obviously, the containers themselves have higher capacities, so that might be an option. But yeah, see, I would love to see, like you say, for instance, a trailer set like what Hispano Modern did, like with the Super Bees, where you have the trailer itself where you can put the containers on top for different things. That would be kind of a nice idea. I know Hispano Modern, I'm sure in one of their posts, they've converted a lot of their stuff already from 22 to 25. But obviously, I think one of the big things that's holding them up currently is obviously 82 Studios attachments pack, because obviously it does the auto loading, and I think they've been having issues with things like the triggers. Maybe now that the wood containers are out, yeah, we may end up getting something from them. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I would love to see that come to 25 for definite, because those containers were great. Really, really were. But yeah, haven't seen anything like, I guess, what you're on about. Unfortunately, but obviously the best place to really check is like the in-game mod hub. Potentially third party, but yeah, I personally hate going to third party websites. So yes, hey there, Mr. NBC Master Dad. I had no issues with the triggers, lol. How are you doing, buddy? And yeah, if you guys are not following Mr. NBC Master Dad, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. You're doing great. Glad to hear it. I can now get this back into here, because this is what I started with before I was streaming and started on that rice field. I'm trying to clear out my spinach from in here. Oh, that's another thing in case you guys missed it as well. Obviously, was it last week? Mr. Green Thumb Farmer did go through and updated his root crop pack to now include sugar beet cuts and spinach. So yeah, as you can see, my logistics areas changed a little bit. So I have Green Thumb Farmer's root crop, the big one, down already, and all of my crops brought over from the sawmill to here. In addition, I did have a little bit of sugar beets left over, so I put another one down temporarily, but then I've got a sugar beet cuts and a spinach. Actually, it might be that one, might be the sugar beet cuts. That's probably the spinach that I'm going to be loading into. So yeah, once this is empty, which still has over 1 million litres of spinach in here. It's terrible. It's just not going through any. Yeah, this will actually be getting deleted completely. It's just something I threw together as a spinach storage. But yeah, make sure to get Green Thumb Farmer's update for this silo pack, because it is pretty good. What was I going to look at? There was something else I was going to look into. Oh yeah, so it looks like Wednesday stream, at least, obviously I'm going to be farming from now on, okay? So don't worry about any Planet Crafter. So obviously one thing that I will be doing is obviously getting into my grapes over here at some point this week. Obviously they need to be harvested. That field there just needs a little bit of adjustment because it missed a few bits. But one of the big things I do need to do is get in and start seeding. So let's have a little look what is now ready to go in. So barley, I want to get a good couple of fields worth of barley planted. And I'm pretty sure it's wheat. Yeah, wheat as well. So a couple of fields of each of them would be great. And I really like those emotes, by the way, guys. Obviously, you got Mario there from Mr. Dead Soul. Not quite sure what Mr. Neon has there. Looks almost like a weird piano in there. What is that one? An amethyst? Amethy 129. Oh, okay, it's one of his own emotes. That's very cool. Also, we've got Mr. Green Thumb Farmer's little jelly bean thing going there. Jelly bear. I like that. Bop bop. That's cool. That is very, very cool. But yeah, I'm guessing probably on Wednesday stream we're going to be at least starting off for a little while. Do some grape harvesting. Might take a bit of a break and go on and do some seeding. So we'll see how things go. That one. But yeah. Oh, and there's Don's pickle. Oh, just a final thing regarding Planet Crafter. I've decided I've gone back to Prime and I'm redoing my base there. I might have to take a picture of it once it's complete, but I'm doing a 3 to 4 high building, and on the upper level is gonna have all of the things being automated. That's my aim. Literally everything. I don't particularly want to set up a base on every planet like what Dave's doing and have to import tons and tons of product. I think it's a waste of time in my opinion. So for the final planet over there, I'm leaving as a minimum base where I can just export the products I need from there. But then I can just bring in what I need as and when I need it to get land terraformed. So, yes. But I'm back on Prime. I'm focusing on this new build. It's coming together quite well. I'm happy with it so far. But yeah, there's a lot of work to go into it. But yes. But anyway, guys, I am going to call it there for today. And yeah, NBC, you are absolutely amazing. But yeah, if you guys are not following NBC, you really, really need to. I have a new game for you to try. Really, what game would that be, NBC? Because obviously we are going to head out right now. Because unfortunately, I have things to do. I've got a snake to feed, my wife to sort out. Yes, but let's get over there. Eden Crafter, I've looked at it. I will say I have looked at it. I'm not sure, personally. I might have to look at it again someday. But yeah. Oh, dang it. I was going to mention something to T Miller and I totally forgot about it. I don't know about... for you guys who were watching T Miller the other day, did the stream just end when he raided out? Obviously, I thought he was going to go over to see Brew Crew, who's part of the SGA. I ended up in a stream that was dead. Nobody was streaming or nothing. And obviously, I went over to Brew's stream himself, and nothing came through from T Miller there. It's a weird one. Like he went to the wrong person. The reason I was going to say it is, for anybody who does stream, in your stream manager, there is a raid button there that you can actually click on and find the exact people you want. He raided Brew Crew, not Brew Crew 302. That's what it was. Gotcha. Duh. Bless him. But yeah, actually I'm going to show this quickly. Let me go to desktop before I go out so I can send T Miller this later on. So, if we come into here, so this is obviously the good old stream manager for Twitch. Now, right here, it actually states raid channel. If you actually click on that and go to following, this will bring up anybody that you are currently following who is live on Twitch. You can actually see everybody, what game they're playing. So, for example, we have Evil Reyes out there who's doing Oxygen Not Included, for example. We have Madeira doing some. Euro Truck Simulator 2, Row My Boat. He's doing No Man's Sky, so on and so forth. This is a guy you should check out, actually. Gaming with Doc. If you play with Satisfactory, he is very knowledgeable about the game. Some of this stuff, I think he's like a former space engineer or something like that. And yeah, he's kind of cool. I like some of the stuff he does over there. We've got Truckin' Jay, just about to go live. We might raid over to him. Unless there's somebody going live out there, like an NBC Master Dad, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, what you can actually do is actually just click on a person, for example. Click Start Raid. After, I think it was about 30 seconds, it will then allow you to raid over to that person. So you don't actually need to worry about exclamation mark raid, this, that, and the other. You can literally raid the correct person. So yeah, he really needs to start using this a little bit more. I'm not quite sure it didn't show, but yeah, sometimes it looks like a little parachute, other times not so much. So yeah, and I'd recommend anybody using it. If you stream, you should really be coming into here, in my opinion. Click on that follow and grabbing whoever. Oh, what was that a minute ago? Hang on. I seen what is that? Dead by Daylight. There's a freaking xenomorph there. Yeah, but yeah, that's how I always raid out, in my opinion. And if you're not, I think you should maybe look into giving it a try, guys. So yeah. Anywho, let's get to the ending screen because we do unfortunately need to get out of here. He raided. Let's see, snake to feed. Yes, I have a pet snake. Wolf is a corn snake. But yeah, actually, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to sign out on YouTube. So for you guys who did pop in, thank you very, very much. Much appreciated. Obviously, I will be back on Wednesday. Obviously, at the later time. Obviously, the new start time is obviously 6 p.m. my time. So that's when we'll be starting. Because obviously, daughter being at college. So yeah. But until then, guys, have a great one over on YouTube.